My leaders. Yo, my wife told me this morning, she said, Michael, she calls me Michael. She said, Michael, we have 35 days until the birth of our son. And I don't know what it is about putting a number to the days, but it makes everything seem real. It makes everything seem so close. And I said, I got to do a video today. I got to do a video today because I'm not going to lie to you, my leaders, I got joy. I got joy because God has allowed us to be fruitful. The Bible talks about a baby is a gift from God. It is literally the gift. It's a fruit of the womb. And my wife, first and foremost, if you're watching this, baby, I love you. My wife has been absolutely phenomenal. She's been spectacular. June 3rd, we hit 3 years in our marriage. And there's been a lot of y'all who've been here since day one. When I started this platform about what feels like maybe like a decade ago. And I just want to let y'all know that God is doing a phenomenal work in the life of myself, my wife, and so many other people this season. And I just wanted to share this with you all because y'all been on this journey. Y'all been with me before the marriage. Y'all been with me, and I'm talking about during the trenches of New York City. Y'all been on the journey with me the year that I started the YouTube platform. Y'all been with me on this journey. During the suicide, during the dark times, you know what I mean? The suicide ideations. Y'all been with me during the pornography addiction talk. All of the strongholds and the stuff that I have had an opportunity to battle with and overcome and be able to pour out into you leaders. You all have seen the journey. Many of you all are brand new. And it's crazy because back when I started this platform, I never knew that God was shaping me to have a life coaching platform. That was not my idea of where I was going. If y'all know me early on, y'all also know it was strictly photography, videography. I still do that business, but as you know, I've come out with a CoachJa Global Leadership LLC, a coaching platform, not realizing that I was gonna be talking about real life as it happens. The real life trauma, like life and death and wins and losses, defeats and upsets, shame and guilt, addiction, you name it. But I think it's so dope because one thing that when I see you all on the streets and I see you all in my emails or on my phone, y'all always tell me, hey, Mike, those honest, transparent videos, they touch me the most, man. It just seemed like you talking to me, Ja. It just seems like you talking to me right now. So my leaders, I'm about to go into a new space in my life right now. For those who want to listen to this, I'm entering into fatherhood. My wife is entering into motherhood. And my wife, she's gonna be a phenomenal mother. First and foremost, the love that she has for people, for humanity, for those that she does not know is something that when I met my wife, one thing she said to me, she said, man, I don't even know how I'm helping you. What am I doing for you? How am I serving you? Because she felt like I was just serving her so much. What she did not know is she was helping my heart. She was serving me in the area that's most important, and that's the area of love. She was teaching me the area of love. The Bible says we can prophesy, we can speak in tongues, all right? But if we lack love, if we don't have love, if we don't have charity, everything else is pointless. So I had the gifts to be able to pour into people, to be able to teach the word, encourage, edify, exhort. But what I was lacking was how to truly show love. She taught me that. And she teaches me that each and every single day as I'm learning how to just surrender more. And I got to give her honor right now because that's the love that she gonna give our son. That's the love he's walking into this world with. You know, when I met her, all I could see was how she was loving on people that was even hard to love. You know, them people that you love, but they hard to love, right? Or those folks that will be called your enemies. I'm like, how you still loving on your enemies? And she was the first person where I saw, wow, this is what it means to do that. And throughout this 3 years, the patience that she had to have in order to marry somebody like CoachJa, or like my wife would call me, Michael. You got to have a lot of patience. And her level of patience, it reminds me of God. The word talks about the Lord. He came to us in truth, but also in mercy. Like there's a level of truth, there's a level of mercy, and there's just a different level of grace. There's this grace. And so I could babble on about my wife, but that's why I married her. She had a love that it wrapped me. It literally pulled me in. I was trying to run. You know what I mean? I'm trying to run from it. Her love just pulled me in. It pulled me in, and so here we are with a baby, man. And so she's gonna be phenomenal. And I know that for me, thinking about entering into fatherhood coming up, I think about how God has been preparing me for this. He's been preparing me through the individuals that I have got the opportunity to serve. He's preparing me with the individuals I get the opportunity to disciple. He's been preparing me by all of the pruning he's allowed me to go through and endure. And I know that I may not be the perfect father, all right? But I am dedicated to being a father that's present. I'm dedicated to being a father that resembles the love of Jesus Christ, the best that I can possibly resemble the love of Jesus Christ. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited because I don't have any expectations. Like, I don't know how this is gonna be, but one thing that stands out if I were to share something is I feel a peace that surpasses my understanding. You know, when I was in this world, before I became to know Jesus Christ, one thing that I will say is I had anxiety when it came to the idea of being a parent. One day in some distant future, I'll be a parent, but I gotta do this. Life has to look absolutely perfect. Income has to be through the roof. Career has to be exploding. I gotta be at the peak and at the top of my career. You know, I gotta be all these things. When I was in the world, I believe before I have a child, things have to be absolutely perfect. And when I think about it, that's crazy. Because when you're in the world, there is no contentment. There's no godly contentment. The moment you get something, you just want more. You want greater. There is never enough. And I think about my pops. I think about my father now. Shout out to you, Dad. My dad retired last year, October 27, 2025. And he's reached a pinnacle when it comes to degrees, right? PhD in health administration. And I think about if my dad waited until he got his PhD in his latter years, and he waited until his income looked a certain way that it looks now, my little brother Brian, my two older sisters, they would have never been born, okay? They would cease to exist. And I gotta share that because it reminds me of where I'm at in my life right now. If I'm in the world with that lens, I could think that maybe now shouldn't be the right time because things ain't as perfect as I need it to be. But when you think of, God made me think of this. He made me consider what I have now that many individuals don't. And when I thought about that, it made me humble myself to realize I have more. Me and my wife have more than we've ever had in our entire life at this point currently. More provision, okay? A roof over our head. We don't miss meals. We have family, blood family, and a huge church family. Just a big old support system. There's nothing that we really need. There's wants. All right, the flesh has all these wants. It wants this, it wants this, it wants a big home and all this fancy stuff. But when we think about what we need, we actually have an overflow. And he reminded me this, my leaders, during a baby shower. So we had our baby shower this weekend, Saturday, and it was phenomenal. About up to 7 different women put this baby shower together. They did not allow my wife to touch anything. They didn't allow me to do anything. They just wanted to serve us. And in serving us, they put out this invitation. And then before you know it, in the invitation, we had like about 50 to 60 people show up. And all of these people that showed up were people that we truly cared about. There were some that couldn't make it, people that we truly love, people that we would consider fam, even though they're not blood. And the level of love and support that was there, the giftings, the provision, there was just whatever, it was there, but ultimately it was love and God's presence. And he showed us, like, look at what I've given you. Look at all that I've surrounded you with. You don't need or want for nothing. There's people that would give their last cent, shirt off their back, the same way that you would serve them. You got a multitude of people that would serve you the same way. And I thought to myself, dang, this is what we prayed for. This is the community we asked for. This is the provision that we legitimately got on our knees and said, Lord, you said you're Jehovah Jireh. Be our provider. And I'm reminded of Psalms 23, one that says, the Lord is my shepherd. You shall not want, you shall lack nothing. You shall lack nothing. And he reminded me of why he pushed us into community, because a lot of times it's not you that needs the resources. It's other people. God is going, just like he's using me, he's going to use you. And just like how he's using you, he's going to use somebody else. But he's going to connect you with people, a support system. Y'all going to lock arms. And why am I sharing all this right now? I'm sharing all this because I believe that community has added to a place of peace that surpasses my understanding. Yes, absolutely, my relationship with the Lord, my time that I deliberately carve out to spend time, that absolutely number one. But what he's added on top of that, after seeking ye first the kingdom, everything else has been added for my wife and I. And we're just honored. We're honored in this season. And to see my wife, if y'all know the story, I'll share it in another video about, in this 3 years, we've lost 3 babies, 1 stillbirth, no, 1 miscarriage and 2 stillbirths. Not easy, not easy. And what I saw was, in each death, we actually grew stronger. Our relationship with the Lord grew stronger. And there was nothing that could come in between us to break us. Like our firm foundation, as we realized, through hell or hot water, in the good times and in the valley of the shadow of death, has been Jesus Christ. It's been Jesus, you know? It's been Jesus. And so I just want to honor my wife once again. Babe, thank you for sticking through. Thank you for holding it down. Thank you for locking arms with me for these 3 years and just proving that there's nothing that we can't overcome together. And I'm just excited to begin this new journey with you. Okay, I'm excited. I know we're going to be phenomenal. God has us. He's had us. We've been walking in faith. All we got to do is continue to walk in faith, man. And so I'm just sharing this with my supporters because 35 days until the prophesied child is born. And I just wanted to get on here real quick, share my excitement. And also I know there's those of you all who want to support. I know that because a lot of y'all have been telling me, where's the registry? How can I just donate? How can I give anything? Hey, if you would like to, y'all don't have to. I tell everybody, y'all don't owe us nothing. You ain't got to give us nothing. We are good. But if you would like to support, get anything off the registry, I'll put it in the link below. If you like to donate anything, I'll put everything in the link below if you want to be a part of it. And very soon I'll show y'all clips of the baby shower. Phenomenal. If you don't follow me on social media, I'll put the links below. You can follow more content there as well too. Behind the scenes, baby shower, things of that nature, how that went. But I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know, man, keep us in your prayers. Keep our son in your prayers, okay? I'm just sharing the testimonial before the testimonial. 35 days until I walk into fatherhood and my wife walks into motherhood, and we just give God all the glory, all the honor, all the praise. Thank you all who will continue to support this platform. Just know there's gonna be a lot of content coming out this year. I'm just asking the Lord, where do I begin next and how do I distribute this, okay? So I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me in this video, man. I'm gonna see you on the next one. We out. Mwah!